Well, how do there, chums? Is it I, Captain Stephen? I'm playing No Man's Sky. This is Emergence Expedition, and this is the revisited version, so it's not the same as the previous outing. Let me just adjust my camera. There we go, and that's looking better. Righto, so I've got a couple of badges to pop on this one. This one's a little obscure. I have to visit a colossal archive. Luckily, I've grabbed all that nav data on previous planets, and from those little blue cubes, orange cubes, and the hockey puck things inside of stations, every station I've gone to visit. If you haven't been doing that, but you have been jumping into all the stations, you can go back through your teleporter list and come back here once you've got some navigational data. But anyway, before we leave this system and press on to the next expedition, it looks like this piece of tech needs some bits of tech that you can only make or craft from underwater places. So I'm going to have a look for a planet that has water upon it. So let's have a little look around for a planet with water. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any planets. There you go. There's one over there. I think that one has water, the red one. And is it a lush planet? It looks like it's a star bulb planet. Lovely jubbly. Well, we're going to touch on down there. There is a base here. A base. Well, we'll do a little flyover and we'll see what this base is like. It's probably going to be a wooden shed, because I don't think any of us have really been too hard-pressed to go and find base parts inside of this expedition. Heck no. Now, if I do find a colossal archive, though, I will put down a base and I'll show you its coordinates. So if you do want to touch down at a colossal archive and you're having a hard time popping the maps, it's an alternative method. Yes, it's just a giant freaking cube type base. We won't bother popping in and having a little natter. We're going to just fly on down and get the mission done. That's what we're going to do, people. Heck yes, we are. Righto, so touch down. Brilliant. Put boots on the ground. And now I'm going to jump into the drink. Into the ocean I go. And plop goes the Viking. Splosh, there we are, and we're into the oceans. Right, so what's this? Crystal sulfide. I don't need you, crystal sulfide. I need the other stuff. Yes, I do. So let's start scanning stuff and see if we can find this crystallized sulfide or whatever it is. And what's that? There we go. Krytos phosphate. That's the one we want. That's the frickin' kitty. Right, well, let's blast this vine underneath the water. So it's the big viney type things. Oh, great. Okay, well, that's just released a shed load of freaking chalafesh that's after us. I have noticed for Phase 5 you need kelp sacks. However, one of the previous batches given kelp sacks. If you've gone and used up or sold your kelp sacks, rather than actually collecting the oxygen plants, those little glowing plants you can see down there, you simply just blast them and that will give you kelp sacks. There you go. Look, I'm going to actually pick up a kelp sack, well, it's going to give me oxygen. But if you wanted the actual kelp sack, you could blast it with your mining tool and it will give you a kelp sack. And we need 5 of those to create the last thing to make the synthesizer or something. Anyway, blasting these is going to cause these jellyfish to pop on out. And these jellyfish, if they make contact with you, they do damage to you. So my advice is zap them before that happens. Take them out. Die! You're going to get given chlorine. Lovely, lovely chlorine. Right, now the other item we need, I mean, we've managed to do that. You can see there I've got 5 kelp sack inside of my inventory. So if you before you leave the water planet, make sure you've got 5 kelp sack on your person, because we are going to need those for the future episode. Righto, so I've managed to install that part of the text. And now I'm looking for the next part, which is Hadal cores. And they're actually denoted by these 2-star icons. Lovely. And they're usually submerged, as by the name, submerged relic. Right, well, I'm going to dig on down. I'm going to head on in. I'm just looking to see if there's any oxygen plants in nearby vicinity that I could stock up on, because I may run out of oxygen while trying to get this from the cave. So, yeah, you have to plan ahead sometimes, people, but I thought, no, I'm going to live life dangerously. And it does get dangerous, people, because this frickin' thing is buried under a shed load of blinking rocks. So I'm going to have to mine these rocks out of the way just to get to my submerged relic. I mean, this is doubly submerged or triply submerged. There's a frickin' sandwich, a bevy of rocks, a sandwich of rocks on top of my submerged relic. So now I need to try and get it, and I need to try and get it quite quickly. Now I can top up my oxygen supply using oxygen, funny enough. However, what that tends to do is makes you rise every time you top it up. So it's actually taking me away from where I want to be. Fun times. Well, here we go. Let's just dig this out anyway, and hopefully we're going to be good. Lovely. I don't know why my oxygen didn't go up when I just went and stuck a load of oxygen in it. Alright. Oh, that was weird. I picked up my Hadal core, and then boom, instantaneously got a load of oxygen. That shouldn't happen, but it did. I'm kind of thankful, because I would have drowned. Brilliant. Alright, I don't know what happened there, people. I have no idea whether it was some sort of bug or glitch with my oxygen harvest, putting my oxygen in there. Anyway, brilliant. Let's have a little swim around, and yeah, I need to get another one of those 2-star icons, but I can't see any. So you know what? I'm just going to swim on over and grab myself another kelp sack. Looks like one of those lighting fixtures, doesn't it, from IKEA? They do a little. Yeah, awesome. It's amazing how much stuff looks like an IKEA-type object inside of this game. It's like the living ships. They often look... I've seen lampshades inside of IKEA that look just like living ships. There we go. We've got ourselves the third Hadal core. I cut one out because once you've seen one, you've seen them all. So there we go. Excellent. We've got all 3. Now let's install that tech. Pow, pow, pum, pum. Install a Mondoed. We're good to go. Now we can go to a colossal archive. But first, I'm going to jump to rendezvous point 4. Yes, we're going to pop that badge. Heck yes, we are. It may give you some nav data or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to fly over there. So let's make sure we're on the right expedition. And it's all set. It's all cracked in. Brilliant. Lovely jubbly. Yes, it is. That's in there. Oh, I don't think it does give you any nav data. Oh, well, hopefully you've been picking up those cubes and things like I've been saying in every other episode. So lovely jubbly if you have. And if you haven't, open your lug holes. Yes, you did need that navigational data. And for a reason. Yes, there we go. Let's get on over to rendezvous 4. Can I do this in one jump? There we go. The eyebrows are jumping. The eyebrows are doing dances. Right, here we go. Let's look. Yes, I have made it. Brilliant. Still haven't used all 5 of my warp fuels yet. Awesome. We've arrived at Shite. I'm flying into the station. We're going to grab some maps inside the station. I'm going to expand my inventory space inside of the station as well. It also adds this station to my teleporter list, so it's nice and easy to get about, which is always fine and dandy and super dandy nice. Right, just looking at some of these other badges, so yeah, there's the piece of tech, and yes, it needs hexite. Where am I going to get hexite? I've got the kelp sack, I've got the larval cores, because I kept them as well, like I suggested that you do. So that's all good. But where the hell do I get the hexite? Hopefully it's going to pop on one of the other badges, but we won't worry about that for now, will we, Chums? No. And I've also got the kelp sack, so we're good for those. So yeah, it's just the hexite that I'm a bit nervous about now. But we won't have to worry about that till next episode. But it is on the old freaking Captain radar. Yes, it is. Right, well, let's go and buy some charts. So hello there, chart seller. How are you, my cartography fen? Ridian. Yeah, that's fen. What's a fen? His friend is what I was supposed to say. Right, words and Captain Steve are not mixing today. So here we go, planetary charts. And how many can I buy? How many nav datas do I have? I have a dozen. I have 12. Excellent. I'm going to buy 12 of your maps. Thank you, my little red-faced, pinky-type-faced friend. Nice one. I got it right this time. Fiend. The friend, whatever. Let's head on out and let's fly on down to rendezvous point 4, shall we, people? Let's pop that badge. Before we do, exosuit. Yes, well remembered, Captain Steve. Go on over there and top up my exosuit 1 extra slot. Have I filled my suit? Not yet. Not yet, but it's getting close. And then it's going to move on to technology or expanded cargo. Lovely. We do like inventory space. Heck yes, we do. Brilliant! Righto. I am slightly nervous about that last bit of kit that we need there. And also we've got to get Val's spawn, and the only way to get it, I think, is to get that bit of kit. The Val spawn, after you kill the worm babas, those big bouldery things that roll out of them, that's the spawn that we need to get. Righto, well, let's head on over to this planet and go down to the rendezvous point. Let's see if we can spot it from the sky this time. Hopefully it's not in a giant crater. So as we head down to rendezvous 4, I'm looking for comms balls. Let's see if some comms balls pop. And usually when you fly to a comms ball, there's one, there's a couple of comms balls over there. But when you fly to one comms ball, what you're looking for is a big grouped mass of comms balls. And so far they've been by abandoned buildings. So let's see if this one's got a structure by it, or if there's lots of comms balls here. There only seems to be one there. Okay, right, well, this one's got a pylon sticking out of it, and a whole freaking fudge load of them. Okay, right, well, we're going to land by this big bulk load of comms ball and hopes this is a rendezvous point. But what a weird object to have it by. That said, those pylons, normally when you hit them up, they give you one location. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it gives us a colossal archive. Ha! That'll be freaking sweet. So I think it's popped the badge, but as it popped the badge, it popped up with a message which disassembled the badge. Okay, right, what have we got in way of shelter buildings? Okay, and I think we got a minor settlement, didn't we? Yes, minor settlement received. Okay, minor settlement detected. Right, fine. Well, I've got 12 freaking maps. So you know what? I'm going to start hitting them up. So they've tweaked this a bit now, people. So rather than finding two of the same, it always finds a different type structure than one that you've already got popped. So there we go. We've got a shelter detected. We don't want a shelter. We're going to try again. Now, sometimes when you try to hit it again, it would say similar building found, and it won't use your map or your chart. You just carry on. Just keep going. Even when... Before, if you had 4 out, you had to fly out and clear one before it would pop another one. That's not the case anymore. You just can keep hitting on it. It would act like it's not working, and all of a sudden, boom, it would go again until you find the building type that you're after. But it won't find 2 of the same type. So it won't find 2 colossal archives. It would just find the 1 colossal archive. So we're just going to keep going until it comes up with colossal archive. You know, there's not 12 building types for this map type. So I'm just going to keep hammering the freaking button until it actually pops me a map of the item that I want. Brilliant. So here we go. Let's do this again. Okay, so it's not giving me... See, I'm having to press it a few times because it says it can't find... It's finding similar buildings. And now it's found something new. Oh, look, there's a giant sandworm jumping about in the background. How gnarly. Trading post detected. Okay, right, fine. I forgot just how many different settlement types there are. There's a freaking lot. I've got minor settlements, I've got a trading post, I got myself a shelter, all sorts going on. Alright, an observation tower. Okay, brilliant. Let's see what this one is. Come on, be a colossal archive. Planetary archive detected. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Excellent, hey. Brilliant. Yep. Nice one. Okay, well, we may as well go to the worm nest, since there's one that's only 300 views away. How close is that? That's freaking just over hill, isn't it? Over yonder hill, and we'll go and slaughter some worm babas. Awesome. So here we are. Through the power of editing, I'm already there. Sweet. Nice one. Now there's these rocks that look like worm baby mouths. This makes it a little bit more difficult to spot them. There's one of you, you little critter. Right, take this. Bullets to the freaking abdomen and into the face, into the mouth. Yeah, boom! You're now snot. Lovely jubbly. Right, next one. Where are you, worm babies? There's only 3 to murder here. Brilliant. I love their little legs. Die! Right, I'm going to take a photo of you before I murder you, and just so you know, it's for posterity and for memories of murdercation. No, it's for a thumbnail. I'm going to be using you as a thumbnail, worm baby, before you die, before you get sent to oblivion and into a doom of snot. There we go, boom! That's the worm spawn there, or whatever it is, the vile spawn. But sadly, we can't pick it up yet because we don't have the kit. Because we don't have Hexite. No, die! Okay, take this, you. I'm imagining we're going to get Hexite for either visiting the next nest or the next rendezvous point, because that would make sense, wouldn't it? Getting Hexite beforehand, that means you could make that synthesizer and be getting the worm spawn way before time. Lungs of sand? No thank you, that sounds frickin' painful as fudge. Right, here we go, let's pick that up then. Terrifying sample. Great, that's going to fill up my inventory. We're going to have to go sell that now, so that's another trip to the station. Okay, or if we hit up a colossal archive, they've got a galactic trading post, haven't they? So I can just sell it there. Lovely, that's a good idea. In fact, we've already hit it up. We're going there in a moment. We're going to the colossal archive, people. And like I say, I'm going to put down a base computer there. So once I've got the base computer there and giving you the coordinates, even if you haven't got the maps, you can just hit up the coordinates, fly there. Simple as. Heck yes, brilliante. Right, awesome. Where is that colossal archive? Let's get that locked in before I get into my ship, just to make it easier to find, because there's a lot of waypoints and markers all over this planet, isn't there? Brilliant. There we go. I've selected it. It's highlighted. It's good. It's into the GPS. It's not into the GPS. I'm still going to have to lock onto it and fly to the dang thing, but at least we've got a lit up marker. So here we go. I'm just going to pulse into space, jump above the cloud barrier, because there's no friction up there. You can fly faster, just as a heads up. And yeah, now lock on and pulse again, like we did last summer. And we'll be there almost instantaneously because there's no atmosphere. Otherwise, you could see there that even in my ship, going fairly fast, it said it was going to take 2 hours. So yeah, fly on up, fly on down. Nice one. Let's fly on down to the colossal archive. Brill. Okay, well this is taking a little bit. Here we go, we're hitting the inertia now. You can see all the red glow and stuff. We're hitting the atmosphere, and now we can't fly as fast. It's pretty darn sweet, isn't it, how this is made? Oh look, there's 2 colossal archives. Huh. Couldn't even find one, and now we've got two right next to each other. That's four, but two right next to each other. This is brilliant. Awesome. Right, well, I'm going to land, and then we're going to go over to the actual interface, and apparently we're going to be decrypting something from here. Oh, do you like this hoodie, by the way? I actually got given this by Hello Games. So when we went to the meetup, you know, we all had that meetup in real life. Yeah, Hello Games put money behind the bar, but they also asked us for all of our address details because they wanted to send us all gifts. We all got a hoodie. We've got hoodies. Freaking amazing. So yeah, they actually know where I live, Hello Games. Oh, thank you. And they know what size I am. Yeah, but I don't care. They're lovely people. Okay, let's head on over. Let's hit on up this. Brilliant. And we're going to be unlocking whatever this is. So yeah, let's go for it. It's a load of lore anyway, and to give you a synopsis of the lore, basically, they used to put people out inside of the landscapes where these worms would be. You'd hear the tremors under the ground before you see them, and then they would come up and eat the person that was actually there as a sacrifice. And these people were willing sacrifices, apparently, and they quite liked it. And after a while, they'd be regurgitated. At least that's what I'm getting from this lore. It could be wrong. It doesn't sound like fun. It doesn't sound like a day trip to Butlins, does it? But then again, is Butlins fun these days, people? Who knows? Yeah. I'm going to have to go back now. I loved Butlins when I was a kid. It's probably not as good anymore. I used to like the archery. Used to be awesome at that. Heck yes. Right, brilliant. Forbidden Worlds. Tell a lie, I did go back there about, 8 years ago with my brother. So we're adults, and I beat him at archery. He got an archery injury. Yeah, when he fired his arrow, it hit his arm, and it frickin' swelled up like a balloon. Ha, Craig! You lost at archery, if you're watching. Yeah, he doesn't watch my videos, but he did. He lost big time. Anyway, we've now popped all of our badges. Sweet! Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you say it fast enough, it could be quite atrocious. Ha! Done! Yeah, me and my rhyming skills. Freaking gangster. Yeah, I completely missed that thing as well, though, didn't I? Anyway, base. I have put down a base on this planet by the Colossal Archive, so you can come to my base. Hopefully, if you go to the station computer inside of Expedition 4, where we are right now, or Rendezvous 4, you should be able to hit on up the portal, hit other bases, and you might see mine in the list. It shows the last 13 that were uploaded. I'm not seeing 13 bases here right now, so hopefully you're going to see mine on that list. If not, I just gave you the portal code, and here is the actual coordinates on the planet. So there you go, plus 24.69 and plus 54.64. Heck yes, pretty darn simple. Just fly there, you should find my base. Oh, you probably see the freaking archives before you see my base. My base is cack. It's hardly got anything there. It's just some wood with a freaking plant in the middle. But there you go. It's in Rendezvous 4 systems, discovered by Hello Games. All the names of the planets appeared there. You can see where it is. Excellent. See you for Rendezvous 5 next time, people. Goodbye for now. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.